Hello there my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I'm PurpleRodri. In the last episode, we begun the purple coin missions. In today's episode, we're going to continue them. We're going to see if we can get 5 of them done. These have actually been pretty tricky, and I've been having a pretty tough time with them, so we'll see how it goes today. As you can see, the first one we're going to be going to is the Gusty Garden Galaxy, and we'll see how this turns out. So Purple Comet in orbit, I'm kind of excited to get these going. So here we go, Gusty Garden Galaxy, purple coins on the puzzle cube. As you guys know, once again, some of these take a lot more time than normal missions, so I have gone ahead and sped up a few of them, so I have actually gone ahead and done them. So I'll just talk a little bit about the trouble that I went through by doing them. Actually, this one was actually pretty good because there were about 150 coins in this. All the missions that had about 150 coins and you only had to collect 100 were usually pretty easy for me. I would have to say it's the ones that there were only 100 coins in levels exactly that were the ones that gave me the most trouble, because it was kind of difficult having to find all of them. But even that wasn't too bad. As of right now, I'm actually having a pretty good time with the purple coin missions, and I'm actually excited to wrap them up. I know we have about 10 left, so we'll see how it all ends up. As you can see, I collected the 100 pretty quickly. You don't even have to try very hard on that one. They're kind of spread throughout the level. And then I finished it perfectly right at the end, right near where the star is, with 5 seconds left. So there we go. After running around collecting the first 100 purple coins, we just got ourselves a star. Alright, next up, we are back here in the fountain, because this is where we're going to continue. As you guys know, we're going to go back and forth quite a bit as we collect, you know, all these stars from these missions. Alright, next up, we are headed to the Battle Rock Galaxy, and I actually had a lot of tip from you guys. You told me that if I missed a single star here, or a single coin here, to pretty much just go back. And you'll definitely see that. So here we go, purple coin on the Battle Rock Galaxy. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, so this one is a moving one. It was actually pretty tricky. I would have to say it took me a couple tries. It wasn't even that bad, honestly. I'd say it was probably like 3 or 4 tries, something like that. After a while, you kind of get the flow for it, and I thought I actually did pretty good. I did a little bit better than I expected. I was a little scared with some of the jumps, but you know, in the end, it all worked itself out quite nicely. So thank you guys for your tips. You told me to basically keep calm, jump when needed, and to stay stationary for a majority of it, especially for the ones that go straight, because if you stay in a straight line, a lot of the coins are in the same straight line, so it's actually not that bad. So hope you guys are having a nice weekend. I'm having a good week. I'm actually here in El Salvador now, as you guys know. Had a flight, so you know, I was pretty exhausted, but finally, you know, got around to doing these freaking purple coins, which have been insane. Like, these take a lot of time. So if you're looking to do these, holy crap. I mean, just to get like 5 will take you like probably over an hour. Or maybe that's just me, because I'm not that great at Mario games. But, you know, if you're good at them, probably won't take you that long. So here we go, jumping around. I would have to say that the toughest part about this was probably the jumps, because if you miss the coins with the backflip jump, you're kind of screwed. And you pretty much have to restart. Right here, perfectly landed it. I was flowing on this one. I don't know what it was. Something about it. I was just feeling good. And I managed to get all 100 coins. So there we go. That one wasn't actually too bad. They got a little harder as they go. Alright, let's go ahead and long jump across then. And after running around this crazy place, getting 100 purple coins, we just got ourselves a star. Next up, as you can see, we are back here in the bedroom, where we're going to continue on to the next one. Now this one, I would have to say, was a pretty tough galaxy. We were headed to the Freezeflame galaxy, and I can assure you, there were moments when I was cold and there were moments when I was hot. Here we go, purple comet in orbit. Let's go ahead and do this one too. It says Freezeflame galaxy, purple coins on the summit. This one was actually a pretty cool mission. It was actually, yeah, I guess it was kind of hard compared to some of the other ones. And therefore, as you guys will see, I had to speed it up because this one took a lot of time. You have to get all 100 purple coins for this one. You cannot miss one of them. So if you do miss one, you're going to be screwed because you're going to have to run around and find it. I would definitely say pick up all the ones on the ground first. That's what I did. just try to pick up as many as I could here on the ground, and then I was going to come back around and get the other remaining ones. This one is actually okay. You know, the toughest parts were probably making the ice jumps, because there are certain times when you have to go perfectly throughout the water fountain spraying thingies and then like bounce up perfectly. But other than that, it was actually pretty good. These are pretty linear and they're not too tricky. Not too many are hidden. You know, they're actually all right. As you can see, these are the jumps I was talking about that can get kind of difficult. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. I think we're actually doing quite good. You know, as you guys know, this is a full blind Let's Play. So when I was going through this, I don't know what I was doing. I was just hoping I could find all 100 coins on the first shot, and I guess I pretty much did. The hardest parts were probably like, you know, I would end up around like 98 coins, and then I'd have to look around and find where the other two are. As you can see, you just jump around here, collect these with the ice. It wasn't even that bad. It all gets a little bit better. After a while, you kind of bump into a pattern, and you just kind of start flowing. So, you know, after a while, you just kind of get good at this. Like, you'll be able to know where the coins are. Alright, so I'm trying to make my jumps up here, and this is actually shooting us off to the back of this galaxy. If you guys remember, we had actually done this before, or at least been to this area on a whole nother level. This one actually incorporated all the levels, which is kind of cool, kind of weird too, which makes it kind of difficult, as you'll be able to see here in like 2 seconds. If you're not careful, this thing will kill you. So that's what you have to watch out for, because you can fall off easily, you can fall off the edges, and you'll have to like restart from the bottom. So it does get kind of tricky. My best strategy for jumping those things was kind of just wait till Mario died down, then you'd be able to jump up, and it worked quite well. Alright, so here we go back to the back of the mountain again, hoping to make it to the top. You don't even need the fire flower. I did not even know that, so I just managed to keep it for some reason. And then we go to the top. Now, something really cool happens here at the top. I never knew about this. Once you make your way to the top, there's actually a little toad who talks to you, and he's like, long jump off the cliff, long jump off the summit. So I took the leap of faith, and it was incredible. I didn't even know that was there. I don't even remember doing that. And that shoots you down here to get the last 2 coins. And then I was like, okay, where's the last coin? And surprisingly, it was actually up here, and I didn't remember it. I hadn't even seen it before. So after that, I ran back up to it, got it, led to the star, and with that, we make our way to another one of the stars. This one was tough, but after running around, slips and sliding on the ice, we just got ourselves a star. Alright, back to the bedroom we go once again. I'm pretty sure we're going to be focusing on this one quite a while. And now we are actually making our way to one of the tougher ones. Now, you guys actually told me quite a bit about these next coming galaxies, and we're gonna start things off with the Dusty Dune Galaxy. Now, this one was actually okay. I had a pretty good time with it, so we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Purple Comet Norbit going for our 4-star today. Dusty Dune Galaxy, purple coins in the desert. So here we go once again. As you guys know, I went ahead and sped it up because these can get a little bit longer and pretty difficult. Now, the best strategy I'm going to tell you for this one is don't fall in the sand. It makes things really, really difficult if you fall in the sand because you can't get out. I did it a couple times myself, just randomly jumping around or just going for a star or a coin, I should say, going for a coin. I just happen to fall in, and once you fall in, even if you spin jump or something like that, you're not going to be able to get out, so just be really careful on the timing. As you can see, I didn't even know how to get up here onto this guy. I saw the coins, but I had no idea. You have to, like, bounce off of him, make it up. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. This one, there's a lot of little tough coins, but overall, it's pretty linear. You follow the path, you're able to get the coins, and it's not that hard. Tornado Mon will help you throughout it, and you'll be able to get them. I actually had quite a bit of fun with this one. I don't know why. I guess it was just one of the easier ones I've had to do. I know that as we go throughout the purple coin missions, as we get to the engine room in the garden, they're supposed to get a lot harder, but this one was definitely one of the ones that I was like, hey, this isn't bad. This is actually kind of cool, and it was. It definitely was. All right, so as you can see, I'm about 60-ish coins right now, which is okay. That's not bad for how long I did it, and it actually gets better as you go. As I keep saying, you know, the more purple coin missions you do, the easier it gets, especially with your guys' tips. I know a lot of you have been telling me to use long jumps throughout the purple coin missions, and that's definitely been one of the things that's been helping me. Alright, so as you can see, I was getting the last coins with Tornado Mon, and that will lead us to getting some coins around this tower, because I'm pretty sure there were like 1 or 2 or 3 that were here. And then, as you can see, there were like 5 or so that were back on the other side after flipping the switch. So just make sure you have 95, make your way back. And I must say, that was actually a pretty good mission. And I felt like I did quite well collecting all of them. Barely got it with like a millisecond left. After running around all this sand, we just got ourselves a star. Onwards, we move on to what is considered one of the toughest missions in the game, if not the toughest one. Now, you guys don't even know how much tips you have given me about this galaxy, and it is the Toy Time Galaxy. Apparently, if you want to sharpen up your Mario skills, if you want to show what you're made of, this is the place to do it, because this is one of the toughest ones to do. So here we go, Purple Comet in orbit, and it is here in the Toy Time Galaxy, Luigi's Purple Coins. Let's go ahead and do it. It was difficult. I went ahead and sped it up a little bit just because it's a little bit hard to keep up with it. So you'll be able to see it a little better like this, so you can see how fast I went ahead and got them. Because if not, I was jumping around like crazy, and it was actually really difficult. I probably died, I would say, at least 10 times doing this one. I had to constantly have to go back and like collect more green ups or green mushrooms, like 1-ups. I had to just keep doing that because it was so difficult to get this right. I began going to the other side, but then I figured out if you come to this side and get the coins that are more spread out, you'll actually do a little bit better, because over here, as you can see, if you long jump like you guys told me, you can actually collect a crap load. I mean, there's probably 35, 40 just right there from the long jumps, which made this a heck of a lot better once I actually figured that out. I was at 96, 97, running around, got the last 2. Make sure to leave a couple platforms open in the beginning, because yes, you're going to have to make your way back to the beginning, which is pretty insane. So there we go, after running around Luigi's back, we just got ourselves a star. With that, guys, we are at 115 stars. We have 5 more to go before we go on and save Peach and take on Bowser. If you guys have any tips, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.